Hey there. So, I was in Japan for 1 month, and it was as good as it could be. I fell in love with Japan the moment I stepped off the airplane, and well, not the moment I stepped off it. The first thing I noticed about Japan was the heat and the humidity. Um, we gave it a name, me and my friends at the Tokyo hostel. We called it the poof, because it's right in your face. It's the first thing you notice. But I don't know, you kind of adapt and get used to it after a few days. So um, there were times when I was complaining, it's hot, Matsui. But I grew to like it, and I miss it. In Sweden we have really, really short summers. So, look at today. There's not a cloud up in the sky, and there's probably a sun right there, but yeah, no, is that the sun? Oh, I can't find it. Looking straight into it. Anyway, there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's 15.8 degrees, and there's no wind. So summer is very short here in Sweden. July is hot month. June getting warmer. A little warmer than August, but it's August 18th now, 19th, and yeah, it gets more cold from here on. So another thing that I loved about Japan, besides the weather, well, I didn't like the cloudiness, but they said it was just a bad year. Usually in August, when the rainy season's over, the sky's supposed to clear up, but for some reason it didn't. So yeah. The people, the Japanese people, so friendly and so helpful. I had a young girl, like no older than 15, but then again, I don't know. I met women that were 35 years old, 39 years old, 31 years old. Didn't look a day over 20. So Japanese women look really young for their age. So I don't know, maybe she was 10 or something. And she walked me for like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes to find my hostel. And she bowed and left. And this guy at Shinjuku train station walked me across Shinjuku train station because I was going to Mount Fuji, and I couldn't find my. I had to go to the travel center, which was inside the Shinjuku train station, which is pretty big, really big. So he walked me across the train station, and I don't know how long we walked, but he didn't know what it was either, so he had to ask people. And when we finally found it, I was like, I'm sorry, thank you very much for the trouble. And he was just, bowing, yeah, daijoubu desu. So it was, yeah, Japanese people. They're really shy, though, some of them. In particular, girls, really young. But I also find that many men are somewhat shy. If you're walking in the streets, not many people will look you in the eyes. Like here in Sweden, if you're walking, you're constantly looking at people. But in Japan, many people seem to just, keep their eyes on the, the pavement, tarmac, whatever. But they're so nice, and once you get to know them, they're just, I don't know how to describe it. They're wonderful people, really warm people. I love them. What else? Let me just check how much. 5 minutes, give or take a few. Yeah, I love the Japanese people. And the girls are really pretty. Really pretty. Mm, I miss Japan a lot. As soon as I got back home, I was like, damn it, why didn't you stay? I'm stupid. I should have postponed my trip home. Hmm. Oh well, I'll be back there. What else do we like about Japan? Definitely the culture bit. I love how there's such a contrast between the modern Japan and the traditional Japan. You know, my favorite place in Tokyo is probably Asakusa, where I was staying for about a week. Um, and I stayed about 2 weeks in Minowa, which is I think you call ward right next to Asakusa. It's about a 10-minute walk, so I was in Asakusa pretty much every day and spending time in the local bars, getting to know many people. Really friendly, and I love how you can just walk and you have the big hotels and you have the small shops, and then all of a sudden between two buildings you have like a shrine, and I don't know, it's really nice, and I love it because I was there from July 15th to August 15th, and during the summer there's a lot of hanabis. That's fireworks, and excuse me. And I love fireworks, I really do. And I went to many of them, and it's just they last for 1 hour, and they were amazing. Speaking of amazing, I was up on Mount Fuji, and the day earlier I was at Lake Kawaguchiko, which is just, I don't know, 50 minutes by bus from Mount Fuji, and I stayed at the Kawaguchiko Inn, Station Inn, and really nice place, traditional place. And they had a hanabi there at the lake, and that place is just gorgeous. They have the lake with the hotels surrounding it, and it's behind the hotels they have these mountains. And one thing that I noticed about Japan is the mountains are so different there. A mountain here is just rock, but in Japan, the mountain is covered in greenery. It's trees and bushes, and it's really thick too. It's dense. I thought you could set up a camp up there because I don't know, but I love it. So beautiful. Anyways, up on Mount Fuji, I started my climb at about 7, and I think at about 8 or 9 there were some fireworks. I don't think they were in the same place because they're usually not, but we could see them from Mount Fuji, and it was just spectacular because by that time the sky was still clear, so it was something else. It was so beautiful. But of course, once I reached the summit, we had clouds. There's many clouds to be found in Japan, so it also started raining, so no sunrise for me. My camera also died there, so no pictures. I have some, I think 2 or 3 on my cell phone, but that's a 2-megapixel camera, and it was really dark, and there's no, flash on it, so not the best of pictures. However, my friend got some, so hopefully I can get those. I don't know why my camera had to die up there. Yeah, what are we at? Had a lot more to say. Weather, people, culture bit. Oh, and the richness and diversity of Japan. There's something for everyone there. I mean, if you're, I don't know, whatever you're into in Tokyo, you'll find it. It's, I don't know, I love that place. Once you get a hang of the train system over there, it becomes really easy to get around, and you love it. I'm gonna stop this one and make another one. I have more to say.